Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think Corona Mountain is the weakest final level of all the 3D Mario games. For starters, it is unlocked after defeating Shadow Mario in all the levels, in which he floods Isle Delfino somehow, and you need to enter the cave to restore peace to the island. It takes place inside an active volcano with Cheep Cheeps who are immune to lava somehow, and nearly the entire volcano is embedded with metallic platforms that have spikes in them, which is very random even for Mario standards. Your goal is to traverse the course by using Hover Flood to stay in midair to avoid touching the spikes and jump from platform to platform. And there's water sprinklers just conveniently sitting atop a rocky platform to restore your water tank. After dealing with the spikes, you need to cross a huge lava ocean while using one of the worst methods of traveling in the game, using flood to maneuver yourself on a wooden boat that is yet again immune to lava, and you must steer yourself away from the pillars with the most wonky physics ever. And if you just so happen to graze the pillars with your boat, you will immediately sink, forcing you to start all over again, because the lava's insta-kill, unlike Super Mario 64, where you bounce on the lava. Perhaps the worst part about this level is that there are blue coins in this level. Like, why did they even add them here of all places? And we are forced to use the boat to collect them all, as they're spread apart from each other next to the walls. Whoever decided to implement these here are pure evil. Of course the blue coins are optional, but the people who live to 100% games are in for a rude surprise. If you manage to get them all, you need to use the rocket to propel yourself all the way up into the clouds, and basically guess where you will land, and then the final boss sequence begins. In my opinion, this level design was the most sloppy and probably the worst one I've ever played in a 3D Mario game. If I had to design my final level for Sunshine, I would do these things. Number 1. Change the layout so that all 4 flood nozzles are used in harmony. Hover and rockets were used fine, but the turbo nozzle wasn't even used at all for the final level, which is strange. Number 2. Add a final secret course where Shadow Mario appears yet again to remove flood from you, and you need to complete a marathon of all the previous secret courses, but remix in a way that's not too lengthy but provides just the right amount of challenge. Upon completing this section, you will gain access to Flood again. Number 3. Add more NPCs cheering you on like Nokis, Piantas, Toads, and etc. And some of them can provide tips or give you free coins or something before diving into the final battle. It felt so weird not seeing a single person inside the volcano. They could have at least added a lava-resistant race of Nokis or something who can talk to you there. Number 4. I will make the final level longer. The original felt super short in comparison to the final level in Super Mario 64. That was hype, as you were overcoming different obstacles and basically applying what you learned throughout the game in the final stage. I didn't really feel like I applied what I learned while playing Sunshine's final level. If anything, it just felt like a collective mess of objects, scrapped all together, and they called it a day. Lastly, I would add more elements from the game that were used throughout the adventure, like more enemies, mini puzzles involving springs and timers, and such to make the level more challenging, which is fitting. Overall, I think it's clear that the final level for Sunshine needed more time in the oven, and it felt like there were many scrap ideas that were removed for some unknown reason. I think the game overall is fantastic if you're not focusing on 100%ing it, and the visuals are outstanding for being such an old game, and the controls feel fluid as well. Comment down below what you would have liked to see in the final level. Thank you for watching this far. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.